This program brought to you in part by the Erica Lewis Endowment Fund.
Coming up next, Thurman White takes on Sid Rogich. This is Junior Varsity Quiz. Hello and welcome. The 56th season of Varsity Quiz continues now with Junior Varsity Quiz. It's an honor to be your host. I'm Nathan Tannenbaum. So back in February, there were 8 middle and junior high schools, and they participated in a virtual JVQ league. Then back in March, we had 30 middle and junior high school teams. They competed in 2 different leagues, a Silver League tournament and a Blue tournament, all one day over at Shapp High School. So the winner of tonight's match moves on to the 2025 JVQ Silver League Championship match against Bob Miller Middle School. Let's meet tonight's players. Starting with Thurman White, we have Kylie. Hi, Kylie.
Hi.
There's Ellie.
Hi.
Hi, Ellie. There's Leah.
Hi.
Hi, Leah. And there's Sadie.
Hi, Nate.
And the coach of Thurman White, Christina Radosevich. Our players from the Thurman White Academy. All right, let's meet our starting players for Rogich. We have Andre. Hi, Andre.
Hello.
There's Madison.
Hi.
Adith.
Hello.
And Anthony.
Hey.
And the coaches for Rogich are Ray Vital and Keegan Tetrold. Ready? Let's play Junior Varsity Quiz. Anvil cells made from this material can create millions of atmospheres of pressure. Name this valuable material which can be extracted from kimberlite. That's Rogich, Andre.
Carbon.
Incorrect. Did they get in before the? Okay, Leah from White.
Silver.
No, we're looking for diamonds. No points. Next question. AARP, the magazine, and AARP Bulletin are the 2 most widely circulated periodicals in the United States. The third is Blank Connection, which includes the name of a popular membership-only wholesale warehouse. Rogich, Madison.
Costco.
That's right. Points on the board for Rogich, and we move on. Kazan lies on what river that gives part of Stalingrad's modern name? It's the longest in Europe and often considered Russia's national river. White, Leah.
The Neva.
Incorrect. Rogich, Andre?
The Volga.
Correct. Okay, let's keep moving on. This conflict included the German Condor Legion that supported the nationalists and conducted the bombing of Guernica. Name this conflict that led to Francisco Franco seizing power. That's Rogich, Andre.
The Spanish Civil War.
Correct. You don't need to lean in, Andre. We got you. Next question is a calculation question, students. A regular polygon has interior angles measuring 162 degrees. How many sides does it have? Repeating, a regular polygon, we'll go with Rogich, Andre.
7.
Incorrect. A regular polygon has interior angles measuring 162 degrees. How many sides does it have? No answer, we're looking for 20. We move on to the next question. Name the North American country where Sikh activist Hardeep Singh Nijjar was killed, an act condemned by this country's then Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. Rogich, Adith?
Canada.
Correct. Which 3-letter word is used in art to designate a particular shade or tine of a given color? That's white. Kylie?
Hue.
Correct. Points on the board for White. We move on. Name this astronomer who disputed the geocentric model in On the Revolutions of the Heavenly Spheres. White. Leah?
Copernicus.
Correct. A collection of chess openings named for this country were coined after a tour by John Cochrane in 1884. Vishwanathan Anand was the first world chess champion. Rogich, Andre?
India.
Correct. During this period, which lasted approximately 10 years, Dorothea Lange took the photos Migrant Mother and Rogich, Andre?
The Great Depression.
Correct. Don't lean in there, Andre. We got you. You don't need to lean in. Next question. What general field saw Francis Bacon create a namesake method that includes making a hypothesis? Rogich, Andre?
Scientific.
Can we take that? Yes, very good. Next question. What southern state's city of El Paso, and that's white, Ellie?
Texas.
You got it. Let's keep going. This country's independence would come after the Treaty of Constantinople. Name this country. Rogich, Adith?
Turkey.
That's incorrect. Name this country with its capital at Athens. White, Ellie?
Greece.
Correct. What type of butterfly is famed for its orange and black, and that's white, Kylie?
Monarch.
Correct. Alexander Fleming discovered penicillin. Spell penicillin. Rogich, Adith?
Penicillin.
Incorrect. White, Ellie?
Penicillin.
Correct, there are two L's. All right, let's keep going. Forces loyal to this ruler drove out enemy armies during La Noche Triste. What ruler was killed by the forces of Hernan? That's white, Ellie?
Montezuma.
Do we need more? We need
Montezuma
more.
II.
Correct. Next question. Which phrase derived from the Bible means a compassionate person who selflessly helps others? Rogich, Madison.
A good Samaritan.
Correct. Next question. What European city, which was home to a turn-of-the-century secession movement, is the capital of Austria? White, Ellie.
Vienna.
Correct. Name this kind of business, one of which was founded by Lawrence Ferlinghetti and named it City Lights. Rogich, Anthony.
Electrical.
Incorrect. We're looking for bookstores. Next question. If the United States Supreme Court has a unanimous vote, how many votes is that? Rogich, Adith?
9.
Correct. Next question. What republic, which held the Bank of St. George, was led by Andres Doria, fought the War of Chioggia against Venice and lost its influence in the Adriatic? Rogich, Andre.
The Papal States.
Incorrect. White, Ellie?
Austria-Hungary.
No, we were looking for the Republic of Genoa. Next question. Which American humanitarian movement secured the ratification of the 19th Amendment after protests led, that's white, Leah?
The suffragette movement.
I think we can take that, yes. Next question. This programming language is often used in a namesake studio. What programming language used for statistical analysis has a single letter name? Rogich, Andre?
C.
No? White, Ellie?
K.
Nope, it's the letter R, or R Studio. Next question. This country's current president was accused of hiding $4 million in a sofa on the Fala Fala farm. Name this country where Cyril Ramaphosa succeeded Jacob Zuma as president. That's white. Sadie?
Saudi Arabia.
Incorrect. Rogich, Anthony?
Italy.
No, we're looking for South Africa. Next, name this starting quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs. Rogich, Adith?
Patrick Mahomes.
That is right. Okay, that's the end of our first round. How about a round of applause for both teams? But don't go anywhere. We're going to take a minute to get to know our players. We'll start over with the Thurman White Academy. We have 8th grader Kylie. Hi, Kylie.
Hi.
You guys doing all right so far?
I think so, yes.
So you wrote something about being on the Jimmy Kimmel show when you were in 4th grade.
Yes.
What was that all about?
Well, since it was online learning, he pretended to be our substitute teacher on a Google Meeting call.
How did that go?
It was pretty funny. It was also kind of weird because I didn't know he was Jimmy Kimmel at the time. I thought he was just some weird substitute teacher.
Okay, but you still have the video?
Yes.
All right, well, good luck there at Thurman White. Good luck here on Varsity Quiz. Thanks, Kylie.
Thank you.
Here's 8th grader Ellie. Hi,
Hi.
Ellie. This says that you play 2 different musical instruments. What do you play?
I played a guitar and I played a piano.
Do you have a favorite?
I've started playing piano a lot longer, so I would say the piano is my favorite.
Okay, well, keep that up and good luck here on Varsity Quiz. Thanks, Ellie. Here's 8th grader Leah. Hi, Leah.
Hi.
One of the hobbies that you wrote here is sewing.
Oh, yeah.
What do you like to sew? What do you make?
Nothing. I'm not very good at it, but I do it.
Okay, well, as long as you're having fun, Leah, good luck with that and good luck here at Varsity Quiz. And here's 8th grader Sadie. Hi, Sadie.
Hi.
Is there a musical theater club there at Thurman White?
No, it's a class.
Okay. Have you guys done any shows?
Yes, right now we're doing Moana.
Okay. Do you have a part or you're...
I am. I'm Maui.
Well, good luck with that.
Thank
That's
you.
great. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the team from Thurman White Academy. Great job, you guys. Okay, let's meet our players from SIG Rogich. We start with Andre, 8th grader. Hey, Andre.
Hello, how's your
This
day
says
going?
you do 3D printing.
Yep.
What? I know that there is 3D printing, but what do people make when they're 3D printing?
I just do some random gadgets and gizmos.
Okay. But you have to write the code that does that?
I use a CAD software which I can 3D model.
Okay. Well, good luck with that. Good luck here on Varsity Quiz. Thanks, Andre. Here's 8th grader Madison. Hi, Madison.
Hi.
You wrote the name of your favorite movie. Can you tell us what it is?
It's the Barbie movie from
Do you know
2023.
how many times you've seen it? A lot?
Probably more than 100.
Oh.
I watch it like every night.
Okay. Well, good luck with that. Good luck here on Varsity Quiz. Thanks, Madison. Here's 8th grader Edith. Hi, Edith.
Hello.
This says that you participate in a sport. What is that?
Oh yeah, I play tennis. I like it. I've been playing it for more than 2 years, and I'm gonna try to join the Palo Verde varsity team.
Wonderful. Good luck with that. Thanks, man, and good luck here on Varsity Quiz. And here's 8th grader Anthony. Hi, Anthony.
Hey.
You wrote that you're in something called the Kindness Club. What is that?
So in school, we like to gather every other Tuesday, and we just like to do kind things for our school. Recently, we've done motivational posters for SBAC.
That's cool. Good luck with that, and good luck here on Varsity Quiz. The students from SIG Rogich. Hey, our bonus round coming right up. The score going into round 2 is tied. Thurman White Academy and Rogich both have 45 points. I love it when that happens. Now for a Thurman White, they're keeping the same players on their team. For Rogich, we have one new player. We say hello to Emma. Hi, Emma.
Hi.
Welcome aboard. So in this bonus round, each of 10 possible questions is worth 5 points. Teams that get correct answers to those questions get 2 bonus questions, each of them also worth 5 points. And on those bonus questions, that's where we have you guys talking amongst yourselves. We give you 10 seconds before we require an answer from the team's captain. This round is timed at 6 minutes, and that time starts as I begin this question. YouTube's oldest video features what city's zoo? That's Rogich, Andre.
San Diego.
Correct. Bonus questions for Rogich only about world geography. First, which Brazilian city contains the statue Christ the Redeemer, Copacabana Beach, and Sugarloaf Mountain? Second, known as his folly, William Seward bought Alaska from this empire. You have 10 seconds.
What's the first one? Rio. Rio.
First one's Rio, second one's...
Russian Empire.
Yeah.
Our first answer is Rio. Our second answer is the Russian Empire.
I think that's good. Yeah, you got bonus points. Now this toss-up question for both teams. Name the musical that's based on the musical collection of ABBA. Rogich, Madison.
Mamma Mia.
That's right. Bonus questions now for Rogich only about musicals. First, which Broadway musical features the hit song My Shot, tells the story of one of our founding fathers? Second, what musical is based on the story Pygmalion? You have 10 seconds.
The first one.
Hamilton, an American musical. And then the second one, I don't know.
Can I just say Hamilton?
Yeah,
Captain.
Our first answer is Hamilton. Our second answer is, we don't know.
Okay. Hamilton's correct. The musical based on Pygmalion is called My Fair Lady. So you get some bonus points, but not all. And this is a toss-up question for both teams. It's a calculation question, students. The cost of a meal includes a 20% tax. If the meal was $33 after tax, how much did it cost before tax? Let me repeat. The cost of a meal includes a 20% tax. If the meal was $33 after tax, how much did it cost before the tax? We'll go with White. Ellie?
$27.40.
That's incorrect. Rogich, Andre?
$26.40.
That's also incorrect. We're looking for $27.50. No points. We move to this next toss-up for both teams. A mouse saves a lion from a hunter's net in a story by this author. That's White. Ellie?
Ice up.
Correct. Bonus questions about literature now for Thurman White only. First, The Witch of Blackbird Pond by Elizabeth George Spear is set during what city's witch trials? Second, according to a poem by William Carlos Williams, so much depends upon a red one of these objects glazed with rainwater beside the white chickens. You got 10 seconds.
Barn, yeah.
Maybe it's red and
Salem?
chickens. Salem and barn.
Our first answer is Salem, and our second answer is barn.
Salem is correct. The second answer is wheelbarrow. So some bonus points, but not all. Toss up for both teams now. Name this penultimate king of united Israel and Judah, the wise son of David. White, Leah?
Solomon.
Correct. Bonus questions about religion for White only. First, 9 of these objects are lit on a menorah during Hanukkah. Second, the Old Testament prophet Ezekiel cut, burned, and scattered this substance. Samson lost his powers after he lost this physical feature.
Candles
You have
and
10
hair.
seconds.
Our first answer is candles, and second answer is hair.
Both are correct. You got bonus points. Toss up for both teams now. What's the only mammal capable of sustained flight? Rogich, Andre?
Bats.
Correct. Now bonus questions about animals for Rogich only. First, what's the only marsupial native to North America? Second, which bird can fly backwards and also known for hovering? You got 10 seconds.
Second's hummingbird.
Hummingbird.
The first one, marsupial in America.
Anything. Just give me platypus. Platypus.
Okay.
Our first answer is platypus. Our second answer is hummingbird.
Hummingbird is correct. The marsupial that's native to North America is an opossum. So some bonus points, but not all. Toss up for both teams now. Which American statesman was appointed Secretary of State in what was called the corrupt bargain of 18... that's White, Ellie.
Henry Clay.
That's correct. Bonus history questions now for Thurman White only. First, in the 13th century, this Venetian merchant traveled to the east along the Silk Road and was received at the court of Kublai Khan. Second, this form of payment with a 7-letter name was often raised in exchange for free travel and trade around various regions. You have 10 seconds.
So it's Marco Polo and all the second one. Interest, credit, stock. Wait, maybe.
Our first answer is Marco Polo, and our second answer is delayed.
Marco Polo is correct. The form of payment is called a tribute. Some bonus points, but not all. Toss it now for both teams. Here we go. This river is considered the birthplace of Chinese civilizations. The second longest in China empties into the Bohai Sea. Rogich, Adith?
Yellow river.
Correct. Bonus questions about geography now for Sig Rogich only. First, which Mediterranean island contains a Greek-speaking southern half and a Turkish-speaking northern half? It is split by a United Nations-occupied Green Line that runs through its capital, Nicosia.
Yeah.
Second, what canal that connects the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans opened for traffic in 1914? 10 seconds.
Canal. Yeah, we got this.
Our first answer is Cyprus. Our second answer is the Panama Canal.
Both are correct. You got bonus points. We have this toss-up question for both teams. What's the term for a system of conductors through which electric current flows? White, Leah?
Wires.
Incorrect. Rogich, Andre?
Transistors.
No, it's a circuit. We're out of time, but before we take a break, we wanted to talk about who our judges are that keep this show going. We have judges from the Basic Academy High School. We have judges from the Clark County School District's Student Activities Department. Now, the Kiwanis Club of Las Vegas, as well as CCSD teachers and volunteers, they also provided judges and moderators for those JVQ Virtual League tournaments and the tournament that we had over there at SHAP. Thanks to everyone who helps with Junior Varsity Quiz. And you know what, while we're at it, how about a quick shout out to the other teachers that these students have, as well as their parents and the volunteers who help make Junior Varsity Quiz the success that it is. Speed round coming up. All right, the score going into round 3. Thurman White Academy has 80 points. Rogich Middle School has 95. We've got a close game here. This is awesome. White's keeping all their same players. Rogich, we have one new player. We say hello to Wyatt. Hey, Wyatt.
Hello.
Welcome aboard. Ready? Let's do this. This rock forms from magma near mid-ocean ridges in Morbs. Rogich, Andre?
Basalt.
Correct. What company coronated Victoria as Queen of India in Delhi? That's Rogich, Andre?
British East Indies Company.
Correct. Who utterly failed in his 20th century bid to build fascist Italy into a new Roman Empire? That's White, Leah?
Mussolini.
Correct. What city nicknamed Motown? Rogich, Andre?
Chicago.
That's incorrect. That's an interrupt. Named Motown for its auto industry is the largest in Michigan. White, Ellie?
Detroit.
Correct. Name this man whose moves were often said to be done. White, Ellie?
Elvis Presley.
That's incorrect and an interrupt. Done backwards and in high heels by his dancing partner, Ginger Rogers. Rogich, Andre?
MJ.
No, we're talking about a dancer named Fred Astaire. Look him up. Next question. A formation of this rock, named for the Burgess Pass, contains many fossils from the Cambrian period. Name this rock, which is the target of fracking to extract oil. Rogich, Andre?
Marble.
No? Thurman White, Ellie?
Coal.
No, it's shale. Next question. What densely populated countries led by Sheikh Hasina has refugee camps in Cox's Bazar that contain many Rohingya people from neighboring Burma? That's Rogich, Andre?
Laos.
Incorrect. White, Ellie?
Thailand.
No, we're looking for Bangladesh. Next question. This body contains cantaloupe terrain made of water ice. Name this only moon in the solar system with a retrograde orbit. It's Neptune's largest moon. Rogich, Andre?
Triton.
Correct. Name this team that signed Juan Soto to a 15-year. White, Ellie?
Mets.
Correct. Under Erich Honecker's rule, what communist country had over 2 million informants for its secret police, the Stasi, until the fall of the Berlin Wall? That's Rogich, Andre?
East Germany.
Correct. How about a calculation question? Now here in the third round, we don't repeat, so listen up. Answer the following about a circle with a radius 6. If an equilateral triangle's 3 vertices all lie on the circle, what is the altitude of that triangle? Rogich, Andre?
12.
Incorrect. Thurman White, Leah?
12 inches.
No, it's 9. No points. Next question. Name the occupation held by the Greek god Hephaestus. That's Rogich, Madison.
Blacksmith.
Okay, that was close there, Madison. Next question. Landmarks such as Owl's House, the Pooh Trap for Heffalumps, and the Bee Tree are in what small forest? Rogich, Andre?
The Dark Forest.
Nope. Thurman White, Leah?
The Forbidden Forest.
Pardon me?
The Forbidden Forest.
No, it's Winnie the Pooh's 100-Acre Wood. Next question. What Asian country led by Joko Widodo is moving its capital to Nusantara? That's White. Ellie?
Indonesia.
Correct. What U.S. president once walked into George Washington University Hospital under his own power despite a .22 caliber bullet hole in one of his lungs? Rogich, Madison.
Theodore Roosevelt.
That's incorrect. And was that time? Okay. Thurman White, Leah?
Calvin Coolidge.
No, it was Ronald Reagan. Next question. What antonymic word is contained in the word covert? White, Leah?
Overt.
Correct. The heat index is a measure of how hot it feels outdoors as a result of air temperature and what other? That's Rogich. Andre?
Humidity.
Correct. Ecologically speaking, since detritivores cannot make their own food, they're all classified as what kind of trophs? White, Leah?
Australopes.
Incorrect. Rogich, Wyatt?
Otto.
No, they're heterotrophs. Next question. What African country's 2023 Anti-Homosexuality Act was signed by 6th-term President Yoweri Museveni, who governs from Kampala? That's White. Ellie?
Uganda.
Correct. If your house is worth $350,000 and you still owe the bank $300,000, what is your equity? Rogich, Andre.
14%.
Incorrect. White, Ellie.
$50,000.
That is correct. Next question. Name this object discovered by Asaph Hall, the larger of Mars's 2 moons. And that's Rogich, Andre.
Phobos.
Correct. What kitchen appliance is essentially a heat engine in reverse? White, Ellie.
Oven.
No. Rogich, Andre.
Refrigerator.
That's right. Next question. The character Hedda Gabler was created by what Norwegian playwright? Rogich, Andre.
Hans Christian Andersen.
No. Henrik Ibsen. Next question. Name this traditional music genre whose revival was led by guys like Woody Guthrie and Bob Dylan. White, Ellie.
Folk.
That is correct. We're out of time. Let's find out who won. Thurman White Academy, 115 points. Rogich Middle School, 130 points. Well, we want to say thank you to both teams for an excellent match. Can we give both of these kids a round of applause? So congratulations to Rogich. They'll be back next week to take on Miller Middle School for the title JVQ Silver League Champion right here on Vegas PBS.